my health. Been up fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up. People in my health. Been up fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Brissett flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on. I'm scared.
Sponge. Recon. 132 fighter. Slide.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. 1st carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 58.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take, and he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Colts' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all... the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 80 weapon.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Freeman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
25, check 25, check 25. 6-6, pull it high. Shoot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jaguars nothing.
I got you, Pop.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready? Right. Mike, 44.
We're set from the gun on 3rd. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. A big play there on the option. 73 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On second down now, Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now third down and long.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 36.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Look at the dance and the juke. Ebron's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st down, it's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw, Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second down and goal. Brissett. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Brissett sets to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing on first down. Beard. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off play action. Beard. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On the ready.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
From the gun, Beard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice, sweetheart. 36.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Brissett being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Brissett, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Samuels. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing to start the drive. Beer. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, come on now. Come on. 44 is the mic. Mike,
now on 2nd and 16, Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. I'm going back to you. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now Brissett. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, man. What?
To throw is Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd down and inches. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down. On first down, Beard, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Brissett now. Gets it off to Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Allen's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jordan Franks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Watch the screen now.
Off the play fake. Beard. And he completes it to Westbrook. The 20. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Operating from the gun. Beard. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Pilot, 64, read.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw. Beard. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check. 65. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Here's Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brissett. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Brissett looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 4, check 4.
Back to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Brissett. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Fourth down, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Bravo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Jacksonville, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to